Tonight, on the front line in Syria.
How far away is the ISIS position? Just 500 metres.
The end of ISIS.
There's just motorcycles going past.
Peace is tantalisingly close. But when it comes, can it last? Something surprising is happening in Syria. From the chaos of war, an oasis of democracy has emerged, where women enjoy equal rights and all religions are tolerated. It's bringing stability to an area once dominated by ISIS.
ومن وين التمر؟ التمر هذا إيران. هذا تبشير؟
Amid the hustle and bustle of the Kamishli markets, you could easily forget that conflict still stings this part of the world. Almost.
مرحبا، هول من وين؟ ده بتريد لل 9 ملم بيستول cartridges.
ما يصير مسكوا على المدنية شو ما نبيعها.
It's a fragile system, led by the Syrian Kurds. But it's under siege from ISIS in the south, the Syrian Assad regime to the west, and Turkey to the north. And now they've lost their trump card. The Americans are withdrawing troops, a vital support that's let the burgeoning democracy take hold. The young people here are betting on a brighter future. In a local hangout in the town of Kobani, I meet a young couple in love, Burcham and Azad. Azad Ahmed is a 26-year-old YPG fighter, part of the Kurdish military force that operates in this region. He helped liberate Kobani from ISIS 4 years ago.
يعني دولتنا يعني دولت منوك سوري وكا عراقي الهمبري وانش كاس يعني يكينيا بارسنا جلن يعني هيزنا جنوبا أوطنا أو بكرنا أما يرادا ما خورد يرادا كردا يرادا كوباني خورد بو أو قلبر خدا.
Burcham Abdel Al-Qadir is a 19-year-old journalist.
وين تشبرس كريكين كودار كابين كون بزنبن كي باندورا خالفي جياني بكنا هل بتوي ما ترسي مرات شيء ببنا لأذكرم بيجم أمنا إياكينا أمنا يداوين هجيكو بيشتي أبقى حسكرين جيشتن هبدو وهذا جيانا وخربو.
Burcham and Azad have been together for more than 2 years, and in typical fashion for a young soldier and journalist, their first meeting was infused with the politics of the region.
داره چه نیست ذاتن برای یعنی مهاب ناس کرد چکی تواصلی ما که حوالتی سر مثل تواصل اجتماعی هبون مثلا مهاور دادستان و دمجی مهاب دید یعنی بینکو هی دبین حب من أول مرة.
The couple are about to get married.
It's the big day today. How are you feeling?
متوتر من تلبك شيء دبي جارنا بيلا دس ونجي مرة بيلا دجرفة أما كيف خشبون برا يعني كيف خشبون كي مازلنا ديلنا يعني في توتري بشر يعني
كيف خوش توتر تشتيكو تخوزم يعني مثلا كان ساعات يدن بيكورنا يعني شعورك بر خوش ليلة من العمرة.
But this union almost didn't happen, with the threat of war always on the horizon.
ما يعني نها بتدي روش ساكن بو يعني ماكو ما نظني بلكي تشكي دي ترجي دركاوي يعني ام تشي بكي يعني روش اورتي دركاوي.
What's extraordinary is their union will be a civil rather than a religious one. It's a rare thing in a country where Islamic law has prevailed. Earlier in the day, Bocham and Azad stopped at their local council to make things official. While they can avoid the strictures of religious marriage, they can't escape the endless paperwork.
سيستمكم يعني بيجي معه كيري زواج مدني. إيرام چون مكتبة جين هاونا بس جينا كي معاملة شيء كرو بس وقت النظام ده فرق ديكي يعني الناس كاتيهم بتشرنجينا شتولتا دنيرين مثلا الجامعة جارة مثلا دولتنا بلكي سبب بس أم بيجون أموري خبنا شنو في معاملة.
بيروز بيه حياتك خوش.
Civil marriage is one of the new laws mandated by the little-known government structure holding together this area. The Kurdish-led authority controls about a quarter of the country and is seeking autonomy within a federated Syria. I'm going to the administrative headquarters in the town of Ainissa.
It may seem unremarkable, but here we're seeing northeast Syria's radical experiment in direct democracy. There's no top-down structure. Crucially, each position has to be taken by a male and a female, effectively mandating that 50% of positions in government are taken by women.
Among the councillors is a 30-year-old civil engineer. Her name is Layla Mustafa. She's now the new head of Raqqa, the once notorious capital of ISIS, and the tasks ahead of her are formidable.
مخلفات وآثار داعش التي لا تزال موجودة والعمل جاري على تنظيفها. اختلال التوازن النفسي للأهالي وعشوائية العمل ببناء المخالفات.
Hi Layla.
Born and raised in Raqqa, Layla Mustafa is fiercely proud of her hometown, which was liberated from ISIS in 2017. Layla is keen to show me how her city is recovering. She takes me to Naim Square, the site of ISIS's most grisly punishments.
سموه الأهالي دوار الجحيم. شدة الممارسات الوحشية اللي كان تنفذ على إطار هذا الدوار.
Crucified and decapitated bodies were often put on display here.
ولكن حالياً الورشات قام تشتغل مشان نزين دوار النعيم ونشيل هذا الطابع النفسي اللي كان ولا زال موجود عند الأهالي.
Layla is now leading the reconstruction of Raqqa and putting her engineering skills to good use. One of the biggest jobs is rebuilding the main bridge.
الجسر القديم اتدمر أثناء تحرير المناطق. هو يعتبر بالإضافة إلى جانب الجسر الجديد عصب الواصل ما بين الضفة اليمنى واليسرى للفرات بالمنطقة. مثل ما تلاحظون نهر الفرات يقسم الرقة بالنص.
A woman taking this role was unthinkable during ISIS rule. Even shaking hands with male colleagues was forbidden.
كان في بعض الخوف لسه نسلم ما نسلم يصير ما يصير كان بتردد يعني الحاز لا بأريحية يعني سلام عادي يعني.
Slowly, women are coming out of the shadows in Raqqa. Under ISIS, they were confined to the house and only seen in public in full covering with a male guardian. Back at council headquarters, we meet some women looking for work.
يجينا من برا إذا إن حدا برا ما نقدر نشتغل خالص بالخص النساء. كنا ما نستدري نطلع من الباب.
فهلا عندك فرصة تشتغل.
ايه الحظ عندي فرصة وأنا رايح جاي أدور على الشغل.
While the ISIS Caliphate has been pushed out of Raqqa, the group still holds a small pocket of territory further south. I'm heading to where the Kurdish majority Syrian Democratic Forces are waging their final battle against the group, with help from a US-led coalition.
So we're on our way to the front line of what's left of ISIS's self-proclaimed caliphate. It once spanned a vast area the size of Britain in Syria and Iraq, and we're following a convoy of coalition soldiers. The battle against ISIS has been isolated to the southeastern Deir ez-Zor region's village of Baghuz. Coalition airstrikes caused much of the destruction here to drive ISIS out. But ISIS left behind hidden dangers. Aram Kamishlu from the YPG, Syria's Kurdish military force, takes us through devastated villages toward the front line.
Okay, so how far away is the ISIS position?
From here to ISIS position like 500
Just 500 meters. Should we be out in the open like this?
Aram decides it'll be safer to show me the front line from higher ground.
There's just motorcycles going past.
از ما ببینیم به هرم داعش دا گله کس به موتورسیکلت آنجی سهر حرکت کن و همان دمی بیشانک خانیه و مدرسه دشبن جنا زاروکا به پیاوسا حرکت کن و همان دمی هناك وقت سر موتور حرکت کن دیاره پشتوان دا سلاحه او چتنه.
I mean, it's pretty extraordinary. These guys have to just sit and wait while they can see ISIS walking around just 500 meters away and they can't do anything about it because they don't want to hurt any of the civilians that are there.
Aram wants to show me some of the underground tactics ISIS is using to fight.
So Rama's about to take us to an ISIS tunnel. It's what they've been using to avoid the coalition airstrikes, and also it's how they've been able to move around freely. Because of booby traps?
Yeah.
And mines?
Yeah.
At the entrance of the ISIS tunnel, Aram tells me it hasn't been secured.
Where does it lead? ISIS uses tunnels like this one to get behind SDF positions and ambush them with a suicide bombing. Perhaps we should move?
Yeah, I mean, actually we had like this incident.
Of people popping out and attacking?
Yeah.
The campaign against ISIS will soon be over. Most of the civilians have left Beirut, and the final assault is underway. But winning back territory has come at a heavy price. This village is where some of the ISIS leadership fled to after Raqqa fell.
There's not much left of the town of Hajin. It's an absolutely apocalyptic scene. It took the SDF more than 4 months to take this town from ISIS, essentially destroying it in order to free it.
Civilians are beginning to return to this Arab-majority area, but many have nothing to come back to. And their anger is directed at the Kurds and their US backers. I want to ask this man how he feels coming back to this.
شو يصير معي؟ احنا ليش اقول لكم ليش؟ يعني هاي المنطقة كلها تدمرت، ما في لا جثث لا بي شغلة ولا كان بها حدا ولا كان بها ليش هذا؟ طيب من اللي عوضنا هالشيء هذا؟
مين دمرها؟
مين دمرها؟ مين طيران تحالف من تدمرها؟ شو راح نسوي؟ بعد هذا قعدنا ببيت العظم هذا.
As ISIS territory is squeezed, the fighters and their families are being captured or have surrendered.
One of the more pressing concerns for authorities here is what to do with captured ISIS fighters. About 900 foreign fighters are being held in Kurdish-run prisons all across the region. The US has called for countries to take back their citizens and prosecute them at home, but many nations just don't want them.
The majority of captured ISIS members remain in limbo. They're being held in secret US-funded prisons. At a location we can't disclose, we meet with one. Alexander Rusmatovich Bekmirzaev is an Irish national originally from Belarus. He wants to return to Ireland, but thinks it's unlikely he'll be brought back. He claims he and his family surrendered to the SDF as he escaped from ISIS last December.
The SDF says that you were captured as you were trying to carry out an attack on civilians.
Let's say, just for a second, imagine yourself in my situation. Your husband, it's me. You're the wife, like my wife, and you have a child. You're planning to go surrender yourself, right? And would you do any attack?
Bekmirzaev says he entered Syria in 2013, but insists he never fought, and offers this bizarre reason why ISIS never forced him to.
Okay, do you believe in magic?
Try me.
Okay. First of all, Allah Azza wa Jal, He said in Quran that He created jinn and humankind. Okay? There is another creature. And this another creature, he been used by the people, magician. They can insert this creature inside of human being, and this human being can misbehave himself in a certain ways. It depends on the spell. Okay, for example.
So you believe you're possessed?
Yeah.
It's difficult to ascertain his mental state or whether he was a fighter, but he paints a dire picture of the last days under ISIS.
Towards the end, they push people to fight, you know. They reduced supply of the food, so they only bring the food for themselves, Iraqis. And then what they do now, they just make an announcement, you know, if you're not gonna fight, you're not gonna eat. And that's what happened to the most people. They don't eat. They were starving. There was even people died from the starvation, kids.
What was morale like among people?
They were still saying the victory is close, the victory is close.
The victory from the Muslim people, it's always close. It's never far away.
The administration says people like Bekmirzaev shouldn't be its problem. Foreign Minister Abdul Karim Omar is warning they could again become a threat.
أي فوضى أو أي فراغ أو أي هجوم تركي أو أي هجوم من أطراف أخرى على هذه المنطقة هي فرصة بالنسبة لهؤلاء الدواعش أن يهربوا من السجون، وبالتالي سيشكلون من جديد خطر علينا وعلى المجتمع الدولي وعلى مجتمعاتهم الأصلية.
ISIS has lost its caliphate, but it's not defeated.
Taking back territory from ISIS doesn't mean the threat is over. The group is going back to its guerrilla warfare roots. It has sleeper cells all over the region, conducting suicide bombings, ambushes on highways, and attacking checkpoints like this one.
These tactics have already killed dozens, and Raqqa's new leader, Layla Mustafa, knows her life is in danger.
بدها شوي وعدة زملاء وعدة شخصيات كانوا قريبين مني وكانوا أعضاء بمجلس الرق المدني تعرضوا لعمليات اغتيالات، فمطلوب مننا أنه ناخذ تدبير، فقط هذا التدبير ما يخلينا أنه نخاف أنه نشتغل.
This young democracy may soon face a far bigger threat than ISIS. It will lose protection when US forces are pulled out as planned. Turkey has pledged to invade northern Syria and smash the Kurds. It fears autonomy here will embolden the 15 million Kurds inside Turkey to rise up with similar demands. Back at the front line, Commander Simko says they're ready for any Turkish offensive.
أكيد كي شر ما بك وكي بيجي والله يعني كي بخواز بيت تعدل ملاتي ما بك والتشتيقوا ما خلاص كريو أمل المستقبل كي خوش يعني ما داي برجع بخواي كي بخرابك مش شر يبكن يعني كي يعني وهجرت يعني بيجي والله قوادي تحالف خو بكشي نجويته كده شتن هيج داعش بيسترهن هو تعب خبردان فيته كده ساي بخواز شر ما بكن يعني هي والله فيها من بندرة وشيء بنحطها ويتشغل كان تركيا يريش كرن ويتشغل جوي برسفك هب جوي يريش يعني.
Ismail Ibrahim gave his life to the cause. The 21-year-old YPG fighter was killed on the front line. It was an ISIS mine that he stepped on, but the rhetoric here is all about Turkey.
لهامبری دولت هوانه لهامبری دولت ترک که بروجانا برخوادایی و شهید هر چهار پارچی کردستان ام لهامبری هربستان بجنا خود تاوینن.
All here are worried more sons and daughters will be taken in a conflict with Turkey. Facing the withdrawal of US troops, apart from a small peacekeeping force, the Kurds are keeping all options open, even negotiating with Russia and the Assad regime. Back in Kobani, the couple we met earlier, Azad and Burcham, are ready for their wedding party. It's time to celebrate new beginnings, but the conflict is never far away.
خراب کردن جیان آرامی لور من گفت او تخازن وی تشتی خراب بکن ام جی خراب نکن ام بزوجنا و جیانی که نورمال بیجن یعنی شهر چی بو ام جی شهر حاضرن یعنی او عسکری و عسکری اجی کار خاص
مثلا دملي الشرطه دي خواستن يعني صوت مشربه من مشربك دملي مثلا شو بوندا يعني بشو بينن انه يعني او كويريش تشادي كويريش تكنا يا او جيش تركي كويريش تكنا او جبه بشو بينه ودرخ راي جشتي يا درف جهان انه مثلا تشاتبن يا كتربن تبصري كردال في داري دكني
Friends from the military and from all over the region descend on this very Kurdish affair. War may come, but for now, they're taking control of what they can.
يعني شخا يدس بيكك أم بجيشتنا هاي يعني أساسي أو بيك هات أم جيشتن هبدا إيديا يعني براستي جيبو بسري خا بس يعني إيدي جيان شخاد دوما مرا جيان جديكا مالي جي خاديتكا زاريا جيتينا أما بقيش إنه خلاص أم بهفرن أمي فانو بهفر بك أمي بهفر در باص بكنا تقا حاجز ورن تقا برسكريك جي تشي ببن
أموال ما بيشيجي يعني أموالنا يبربوش يعني جيانا ك يعني دخونادا ما لسه نديبو أم إيرو ديبنا ككرد حال كردان رنجي كردان جيانا كردان هاتش كرد يعني